Hello to all, my name is Robert Ellis. I would like to speak to you about idioms to live by. What is an idiom? The word idiom comes from the Latin word idioma. Webster's dictionary describes it as individual peculiarity of language. An expression in the usage of a language that is peculiar to itself either grammatically or in having a meaning that cannot be derived by its conjoined elements. In other words, it seems to be something that would make no sense. But if you think about it more closely, some idioms make more sense than we might like to believe. You've heard the idiom or phrase "you are what you eat." Well, it is true. If you eat bad foods you will become unhealthy. It should however be expanded to "you put out what you take in." If you take in bad foods, you put out poor health. Take in exercise, you put out a vibrant, healthy, beautiful body. Take in good thoughts, you put out good words. Take in knowledge, you put out confidence. Take in bad television, you put out things like depression, stress, anxiety, and even violence. As children we are told things in specific, concise, easy terms. What's commonly known as black and white. As parents we teach our children this way too. It is the easiest way to learn, leaving no gray area or interpretation. We then grow up and make everything so much more difficult on ourselves. Did you ever stop to think that some of these idioms could be some of the best rules for life? After all, we may all have different interpretations of the gray area. For instance, have you heard "everything in moderation," or "too much of a good thing"? Our bodies and lives are aligned in a certain balance. Tip the scales one way or another and you may experience things like health or mental problems. Do you wonder why sometimes you take one step forward and two steps back? Perhaps that means you should be thinking longer about that particular step before you take it. Although actions speak louder than words, you don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Seriously, haste really does make waste. And you will most certainly reap what you sow. These little wise philosophies are adaptable to our lives today. We have made everything in life so complicated while we are trying to keep up with the Joneses. Just remember to take in only good things, so that you will put out only good things. Things that you eat, things that you say, things that you look at or listen to. Keep your internal self light and flowing. Remember that honesty is the best policy, and if you waste not you'll want not. So come on and jump on the bandwagon, simplify your life with some idioms, and leave the whole 9 yards behind. Interested in joining my newsletter? Get the ebook Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. Just